Hello everyone, welcome to GSS Core. This is Ajay Shah. So let's start the discussion of 10 MCQs from current affairs. And today we are going to discuss all the MCQs from environment. Those were in news somewhere. So let's start the discussion. So this is the first question for you, and the first question says, arrange the following states in increasing order of the number of orchid species recorded. And the states are Arunachal Pradesh, West Bengal, Sikkim and Kerala. So among the given option, the first state will be Kerala, then we will have West Bengal, then we will have Sikkim, and at last we will have Arunachal Pradesh. So the correct answer will be option number C. Now some value addition. So Botanical Survey of India for the first time has come with a very comprehensive census of orchids in India. And it has put up the total number of orchid species to 1256. If we talk about the state-wise distribution, then orchid species are concentrated in Himalaya region, the northeast part of the country, and also Western Ghats. And if we talk about the state-wise distribution in terms of ranking, then Arunachal Pradesh stands at rank 1, and that is being followed by Sikkim and West Bengal. So that's all. We'll move to the next question. Now this question is from Washington Convention. So it's a purely factual question. So the options are climate change, wildlife protection, nuclear disarmament, global financial system. So global financial system is related with Washington Consensus, and Washington Convention is related with wildlife protection. Now some value addition. So what is this Washington Convention? It is nothing but, you all know it by the name of CITES. CITES, which stands for Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. Now what is this CITES? This is nothing but it's an international agreement which basically regulates worldwide commercial trade in wildlife, animal and plant species. Apart from this, it also restricts trade in items made from plants and animals such as food, clothing, medicine, etc. Now this CITES was signed on March 3, 1973, and that is why March 3 every year is being celebrated as World Wildlife Day. Now CITES is a legally binding on all the state parties, which means that all the state parties which are member to CITES, they have legal obligation to pass a domestic legislation to implement the goals of CITES. Fine. So that's all. We'll move to the next question. Now this question is from Blue Flag Certification. Fine. So the question says Union Environment Ministry has selected 12 beaches in India for Blue Flag certification. In this context, consider the following statements regarding Blue Flag certification. So the first statement says it is run by international non-governmental non-profit organization Foundation for Environmental Education. So this statement is factually correct. Now the second statement says, if approved, beaches are given the qualification for a year and must apply annually to continue meriting the right to fly the flag at their location. So this statement is also correct. Now the third statement says Greece has the highest number of beaches under this Blue Flag certification. So this statement is wrong because it's not Greece, but it's the Spain. In fact, Greece come at rank 2 and France comes at rank 3. So 1 and 2 are the correct statements. So correct answer will be option number A. Now some value addition. So what is this Blue Flag certification program? This program is nothing but this program has been started by an NGO, that is Foundation for Environmental Education. And this basically give this Blue Flag certification based on certain criteria like water quality standards, or waste disposal facilities, then disabled friendly, having first aid equipments, no access to pets and all. Now some of the criteria are voluntary in nature, but some criteria are mandatory in nature. So now we'll move to the next question. Now this question is again on CITES, which we recently discussed. So the first statement says it is an international agreement between the government to ensure that international trade in a specimen of wild animals and plants does not threaten their survival. So this statement is correct. Now the second statement says CITES is a legally binding but not self-executing. So this statement, this appears to be correct because of course CITES is a legally binding, but what is this not self-executing? So CITES is not self-executing because to execute the goals of CITES we need to have a domestic legislation. So second statement is also correct. So both the statement 1 and 2 are correct. So we'll move to the next question. So this question is on Goga bill, fine, which was in news. So recently Goga bill and Oxbow Lake in Bihar has been declared as the state's first community reserve. This lake is formed due to meandering of which of the following rivers? And the rivers are Mahananda, Kankar and Ganga. So what do you think? What is the correct answer? Correct answer will be all the 1, 2 and 3. Fine. So we'll move to the next question now. So this question is regarding a recent incident of recent news in Delhi and anti-smog guns. So basically we have to choose the correct statement regarding anti-smog guns. The first says it sprays frozen carbon dioxide into air through high pressure propeller to curb dust pollution. The second statement says it sprays nebulized water droplets into the air through high pressure propellers to curb dust pollution. The third says anti-smog guns works perfectly on air pollution by removing and settling down dust particles within minutes. So what do you think? What is the correct answer here? So correct statements is basically both B and C are correct statement. So correct answer will be option number D. Now some value addition. So this anti-smog guns, this was a news basically in Delhi, and this has been used to fight the rising pollution of Delhi. So recently anti-smog guns has been installed at many places in the Delhi, and what it does, it basically sprays nebulized water droplets into the air through high pressure propellers to curb dust pollution. Now this anti-smog guns basically works, how it works, it visibly removes and settles down the dust particles within the minutes. Now this machine can shower water sprays up to 100 meters, and this machine can be controlled by remote. But the demerit is that it requires a large amount of water, and that is why this is the negative part, this is basically cons of this anti-smog guns. Fine. So we'll move to the next question. Now this question is on Koshi Mechi River interlinking project. So let us read the first statement. The first statement says it is the country's first interlinking river project. So what do you think? Is it the first interlinking project? No, it is not the first country's interlinking project, but it is the second interlinking project. And which is the first? First is Ken Betwa of Madhya Pradesh. So first statement is wrong. Now the second statement says Mechi is an important tributary of Mahanadi river. So this statement is wrong because Mechi is an important tributary of Mahananda and not Mahanadi. So basically both statement 1 and 2 are correct. So correct answer will be neither 1 nor 2. Now some value addition. So what is this project? So Koshi Mechi River interlinking project is a very massive project, and the central government has basically outlaid 4,900 crores for this project, and this will give a major lease of life to the Bihar Simanchal region, which is known for floods and all. Now this project is unique in many ways because it will not only relieve the large swatches of northern Bihar from the menace of recurring floods, but it is also going to provide irrigation facilities to a very large part of the Bihar. Fine. So we'll move to the next question. So this question is again a very factual question. Which among the following states has launched world's first emissions trading scheme for particulate pollution? So which the options are Maharashtra, Gujarat, Kerala and Madhya Pradesh. So which is the correct answer? Gujarat is the correct answer. So some validation. So recently Gujarat has launched the world's first emissions trading scheme for particulate pollution. In which city? In Surat city, and the day was World Environmental Day of 2019. Now under this program, the government is going to set a cap of emissions, and it will allow the industry to buy and sell as per the permission, as per that the capping by the government. Now this is the last, second last question for you. The world's southernmost city is. So there are 4 options. So which is the correct option here? Can you guess which is the correct option? So the correct option is the last one, Puerto Williams of Chile. Fine. So D is the correct answer. So why this was in news? Because recently Puerto Williams has been upgraded to the category of city by the Chilean government, and that is why now Puerto Williams becomes the world's southernmost city as per the mapping. Now this is the last question for you. So this question is regarding Arogya Pacha plant. So this is not question number 20, but this is question number 10. So the first statement says Arogya Pacha is a medicinal plant endemic to Nilgiri Hills. So this statement is factually wrong because it is not endemic to Nilgiri Hills, but it is endemic to Agastya Hills. Now the second says it is known for traditional use by Kani tribe community to combat fatigue. So this statement is correct. So correct answer will be option number B. So some validation. So this Arogya Pacha plant is a highly potent medicinal plant which is basically endemic to the Agastya Hills, and this is also known as miracle plant because of its many benefits to the health. For example, it is known as to have the property of antioxidant, antimicrobial property, anti-inflammatory property, anti-tumor, anti-ulcer, and also anti-diabetic. So that's all for today. I hope you liked the class. So please like and subscribe our channel for more such videos. Thank you very much. Thank you.